outdoor school for most Idaho students is not every day and not year-round. In fact, for most students, it's a once-in-a-lifetime special trip. And in Idaho, that often means camping at Moss, the McCall Outdoor Science School on the shores of Payette Lake. It's the best known of Idaho's outdoor school programs and campuses.
One of the things that Moss really tries to do is give kids an opportunity to explore things that they care about and things that they're interested in. It's really an exploratory, curiosity-driven experience. I think when people are given the opportunity to do that outdoors, it is something that fosters a care and a passion for the world around you. A lot of times, environmental education can be really focused on something somewhere else, like the Amazon rainforests. When you get the opportunity to touch the soil with your fingers or smell what a sagebrush smells like rubbing it between your fingers, you get to connect with the world in a way that I think a lot of people have lost.
As an international school where we're very involved in the world, it's very important for them to be aware of how to help protect that world and take care of that world and coexist with that world. There's a difference between being in a classroom and being outdoors, and I can see the difference in these kids already in being outside and being able to kind of run around and hiking 3 miles a day, and how that kind of is allowing them to get out some of that energy that they've got.
Moss operates year-round, so students may get to swim or canoe in Payette Lake or hike or snowshoe through Ponderosa State Park. They eat in a big mess hall and sleep on rustic bunks in noisy cabins, all part of the Moss experience.
So we throw my toy dragon from bunk bed to bunk bed, trying not to drop him.
The first night you get an awful.
It's probably because we had a lot of energy, but the next day
We hiked around, we were tired, so it was easy to go to sleep.
For some of them, this is their first time away from home without parents, so it's a great experience for them to learn how to be a little bit more independent. And for some of them, this might be the first time they've been surrounded by a forest, which is really, really amazing. And Ponderosa State Park is such a great park. So it's really awesome that they get to come up here and enjoy the weather and, well, maybe not enjoy the weather so much right now, but enjoy the outdoors.
There's a lot that a young person can learn just by directly observing that tree or the sagebrush or the way that the water moves or what's in the water. We think of just getting out of the way so that learning can happen, because young people have such a great curiosity and the ability to just learn from the trees and the animals and the water and the rocks that are around us.
I never got this as a child. And I do think it's really a rewarding experience for the kids. I think it takes them a little bit out of their comfort zone. So they're not only are they building personally and learning independence and learning maybe a little toughness, they have to learn how to pack their lunch in the morning. They have to learn how to get their water bottle together. That's learning too, just learning how to think for yourself.
Students can see themselves as part of the scientific community. I think that's really impactful. They practice science skills. They ask questions and use their innate senses and collect data and make meaning from that data.
We sort of encourage this idea that, yeah, you've got the tools to do science. You've got a brain to ask questions. You've got senses that can explore the world. You can make meaning of what you're learning, and you can show up and you can be a scientist here.
That's a huge aspect of our programming, is to break down the image of a scientist as someone in a lab coat or someone with a beard, and instead to show students that science is a way of thinking and it's a way of interacting with the world, and that it is totally accessible to everyone.
In the classroom, they were talking a lot about geology and earth formations and how tectonic plates work for the students to actually get out and see rocks, see the mountains, and not only hear about what happens after millions of years of earth movement, but actually see the impact of that in real life really helps them kind of cement those lessons.
I was just amazed yesterday when I was talking to another chaperone, like, we don't even really need to be here. They're just hanging out, doing what they're told, and having fun.